Hey, what's going on guys? My name's Anthony or Big B Stats and welcome back to another pixel gun video for you guys here today. And today's going to be more of a serious topic. I'm going to be talking about a direct letter, important message from Anton, the creator of Pixel Gun 3D. So we're going to be going over this long message as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now I do want to say before I go into this, I do have some history at Pixel Gun 3D. They've actually reached out. I've had some amazing conversations and talks with them, and hopefully some upcoming projects, and they've been nothing but incredible. And it's all about transparency, right? Transparency is something that is very important, whether you're making games or being a content creator. It's really good to let your audience know what's going on, and again, be very transparent. So I'm gonna start by reading this long message from Pixel Gun 3D. This will also be my first time building it or seeing it as well. So let's go ahead and get this started. So this message is from Anton, who I've met before. So it says, I haven't had any new posts lately. This is the start of the letter. It says, sorry about that. We were busy building the new architect and the 4th campaign world, which is still a month to wait for this release, but the plot is shaping up to be awesome. So they are working on the 4th world campaign, which has been like quite a big thing for everyone. I think including myself, there was like little hints here and there about the 4th world, and I did talk to them about the 4th world as well. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, again, as he said, it's in the works. And he likes the way it's shaping up. So let's continue the letter. So it says, let me fix this. So to tell you the truth, the end of last year was really hard for us. Kids go into game development because only there can you survive 100-hour work weeks, while in the cooler industries you'll never be able to. I hope you have checked out the new Brawl, a ton of new guns not divided into parts, and the new logic of taking out guns, which I made especially for the 3-cat spammers. 3-cat spammers, are you happy? So this is the thing too, they also like knowing that 3-cat spam is in the game. A lot of people loved it, a lot of people hated it, so they kind of did things like added the Brawl mode to where things like this could actually, you still be able to kind of do it. So really cool on that. So yeah, it's just kind of, it's crazy to think that, they are actually, catering to the people that are able to do that, because it takes a technique as well. I mean, although sometimes I guess it can come off as, of course, unfair and crazy, it's a lot of technique to do with the phone. I think it takes a lot of skill too. So here we go. So it says, today we'll talk about Pixel Gun's economy. I want to get something out of the way from the get-go. The in-game economy is our weakest aspect. We were absolutely not ready for a task of this magnitude. Sometimes the volume of the economy that we need to manage becomes unbearable. Balance 500 weapons? Seriously? What are we, Blizzard? This is only after 5 years of working on Pixel Gun 3D, I finally started to somewhat understand how the game economy should work. There are plenty of problems with our economy, but the biggest complaints are the following. The players, the players get a little monetary reward for matches. 2, guns acquired via part collection are constantly added, but not guns acquired via gems and gold. And 3, mythical guns cost a lot and can only be acquired with real money. So these are things that they do notice that you guys have been talking about. Which at the end of this, I want to wrap around with kind of like a little message as well from myself as well, kind of like looking over Pixel Gun's view of things. So if you hang around to the end, I'll be sure that you guys know what I also personally think as well. And they said that's a lot to cover. Let's start with the first issue. If you look at the metrics, then compare it to many other games, our game is quite generous. We allow players to earn quite a bit of money. According to our calculations, I estimated that a player can earn up to 2 to 3 USD, which is US dollars, an hour. This is almost twice as much as you can earn in any other popular mobile shooter game. $2 an hour is enough to own 2 real cool guns in the game, of course. I myself purposely play with an old weak Android phone and again managed to reach level 25 without paying once. Throughout last year, new abilities to allow players to earn gems and gold were constantly being added. Battle passes, roulettes, 3 chest events, lucky chests, brawls, tournaments, clan chests, and advertisement views. There are a lot of ways to earn, and even a non-paying player can easily maintain 2 highly competitive guns, which on the aspect is very true, guys. Like, again, I believe I didn't buy weapons until later on, but I think you can just literally grind out and earn weapons too that can can also kind of like also match up with some players, but it's just, of course, when you get to the higher levels, it is kind of hard to not have to get a gun as well, if that makes any sense. Like it almost, you almost will be left behind if you don't buy a new gun to kind of compete with everyone else. But it says, after reading this, you may ask, if everything is so perfect, why the complaints? First of all, out of numerous reviews we got, only a fraction of them are complaints. Our game has very good reviews and is highly loved by the players, which is true. Out App Store, rating reaches 4.91 on some days. This is extremely high grade. Our most critical audiences are on Facebook and Instagram, where many people who have played for years and got tired of the game or frustrated with it and are the most active. I think that critical opinion is highly valuable. It keeps us on our toes even after we look at our App Store rating and think that everything is fine. To be honest, talking to critically minded audience is a challenge for me. You need to understand, throughout the years we received physical letters in the mail from players all over the world. In those, our fans drew designs of new guns, pets, write words of gratitude, and include photos of in-game gun models handmade out of cardboard. Our ratings in the stores are higher than those of any other mobile shooter game. I am used to thinking of Pixelgun as an awesome game, which despite all the shortcomings, is beloved by the players. So it can sometimes be hard to be open. It sometimes can be hard to open Facebook and read comments and how the game is pay to win, how we copy Fortnite, how much you hate us, and how we should all go and kill ourselves. That's very mean, you guys. You guys should not be so mean, okay? Nonetheless, despite common misconception, we read them all. Anyway, let's go back to talking about the economy. The second biggest reason people complain about the greedy economy is due to everyone naturally wishing they had it well. It can be quite frustrating to only have 2 good guns, while someone else has 20 of them. Of course, you also want a cool pet, all the gadgets, and the best armor, skins, clan buildings, and good-looking lobby. In short, you want to have it all. Dudes, I totally understand. I'm gonna pause this for a second because Anton, again, he understands this and he's being super transparent, you guys. You have to 100% respect how transparent he's being, what he's saying as well, and really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and continue this. So he says, dudes, I totally understand. I would have given you everything, but you want without hesitation, I don't mind. But if I did that, 3 months later, we run out of money to buy traffic. 4 months later, we wouldn't be able to pay the servers. Half a year later, we'd not be able to pay the employees. The game would have to shut down. The reality is that if you played for a year and haven't spent even $5, the only reason why you can still play the game is because someone else has paid for you. I'm not making this up. This is how the industry works. And again, another big transparency thing on this. We tried different versions of monetization, did various tests, gave players the options to earn a lot more, tried monetizing only the cosmetic items, nothing worked. We stopped receiving payments and users didn't start playing more. We couldn't change the monetization model. So far, only Fortnite could do that with their battle pass, and we applaud them. But we unfortunately are not Epic Games. Nevertheless, I am not losing hope that one day we'll find an ideal balance of our monetization and we'll be able to step away from the model of buying powerful items for money. I already have a few good ideas and will be testing them out this year. Now, about complaint number 2, we only add guns that can be acquired by collecting parts, and those really tick you off. Firstly, I hope you've noticed that we're trying to improve that we've been adding new guns and can be purchased with gems and gold with every update. And secondly, parts for guns were a huge game design error. It so happened that it got implemented in an absolute different way of how they initially planned it. I'll go into more detail about this on how it happened and how we plan to fix it in the next post if comments show interest in hearing more. And it says, and one more request, please only leave comments relevant to this topic. Yes, I am aware of bugs, lags, ballistic problems, huge build size, bad synchronization, lack of the fourth world, etc., etc. For all those topics, we'll have other discussion threads on our official Discord channel we have created it we have it created very soon. So there you have you guys. That is a very long, important message from Pixelgun 3D directly. Again, I've spoken with Anton on some of the team, and again, amazing job of what they do and how transparent they're actually being. They do realize that yes, some weapons are overpriced. You know, that's one thing too. And I ask you guys to leave feedback on this stuff. If there's something that you kind of see that bothers you, or something that, whether it's good and bad, like there's always type of, you know, it's fine to criticize the game, of course, and you know, take this as well. Like if there's something that, you know, you feel like should be, you know, maybe fixed, or maybe something that could be added to the game, comment that down below. I can also speak with Pixelgun and possibly just, you know, shoot it their way and talk with them about it. Or if there's something that you feel like that is, you know, in the game that should not be in the game, comment that as well. Comment it to them, comment it to me, and again, I'll try and message them too about it. And again, I just want to let you guys know that I have the line to also talk to them about these things if you have issues as well. But yeah, again, I love the transparency. Anton was being 100% honest in this, and I think that this is good. I think this is good. The fact that, you know, people will see this and people will realize this, and you know, nothing's easy. You know, I do want to say that again, this was a very important, good post, and I think you can take a lot from it and kind of appreciate the game a little bit more, I feel like, as well. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought of this. Remember to leave a like and share it. Also, feel free to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. And again, the 15.9 update is out, but again, I really want to take the time and kind of share this important message with you guys, because this was a very, you know, important one. Well, Anton, and they've done a couple more, but this is the first one that I decided to actually cover for you guys. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Any comments, complaints, leave them down below in the comments. But again, make sure it's constructive criticism. You know, comments that are just like, I don't like this, I don't like that, that doesn't really help improve the game. So maybe if there is something you don't like, maybe comment, add a little edge to it, like, I don't like this because, you know, or something like that. Or, you know, I don't like this, they could do this. Not like, I don't like this, this is trash. Like that, those comments don't help, and they're just probably better off being kept to yourself. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!